Hello, I'm Hing. Today I will introduce the elbow with hand region to you all. For the elbow joint, it is a hinge joint. It related to two joints, humeral-ulnar joints and radial-humeral joints. The movement of the elbow, flexion, extension, and another joint, radial-ulnar joint, is a prefix joint. The movement will be supination and pronation, and the hand and wrist joint will be the radial carpal joint. The main movement will be radial deviation and ulnar deviation, and wrist extension and wrist flexion. Is the bony landmark. The elbow bony landmark. First of all, we have medial epicondyle and the lateral epicondyle. And this is the large bone point at the end of the elbow, is the occlusal process. The occlusal process, slightly lower, is the radial head. Radial head is the round top of the radius bone. For the wrist and hand bony landmark, this is the radius and the ulnar bone. This is the spinal process of radius, and this is the spinal process of ulnar. This is the carpal bone, and this is the metacarpal bone. This is the metacarpal bone, and this is the phalanges. We have distal phalanges, medial phalanges, and proximal phalanges. For the first finger, we have the distal and proximal phalanges only. So, next part, we will introduce you the elbow muscle. For the muscle, first of all, is the bicep brachii. For the bicep brachii muscle, we divide it into two parts, long head and short head. For the origin of long head is the supraglenoid tubercle of the scapula. Supraglenoid tubercle of the scapula. And for the original of short head is the coracoid process of the scapula. And for the insertion of the bicep brachii is the radial tuberosity of the radius. The radial tuberosity of the radius. And another muscle is the brachialis. The brachialis, the origin is the distal half of anterior surface of humerus. And the insertion is the tuberosity of ulna, or the coracoid process of the ulna. Then the next muscle is the brachioradialis. The brachioradialis muscle, the origin is the lateral supracondylar range of humerus. The lateral condyle range of humerus, and the insertion is the spinal process of radius. The spinal process of radius. Okay, the next part is the exercise I recommend. For the bicep brachii, I recommend dumbbell curl. And for the brachialis, I recommend the exercise is hammer curl. For the muscle brachioradialis, I recommend the exercise is reverse curl. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.